Another element of rapport that I want to get into here before we get specific here with tonalities and when to use them is this idea of, is rapport a constant? In other words, okay, great, you meet someone, you get those first few seconds and bam, you get into tight rapport with them. Is that good enough? And the answer to that question is one big giant no. See, the biggest mistake that salespeople make, and this is crucial, is that they get into rapport with someone, but then somewhere along the way they fall out of rapport, right in the middle of a sale. They say one word or make one statement that doesn't quite jive what the person was thinking or feeling, and in that moment, boom, rapport starts to wane. And what happens very often, I see this all the time when I'm training salespeople, is the average salesperson will simply not pick up on the fact that they've broken rapport, and they move on, and they try to influence and eventually close while they're not in tight rapport. So let me explain to you exactly how rapport looks. Watch this being your straight line sale. You're open, here's your close, okay? Now, if someone's in rapport, let's say this is, boom, perfectly tight rapport right here. Then as you go through the sale, it keeps building and building and building and building until, bam, when they close, they're at the highest level of rapport, right? It would be nice if that was actually how a sale went, but it doesn't go that way. How it goes is this. You're in rapport, and then you fall out of rapport. Then you get back into tighter rapport. Then it goes up and down. You go in and out throughout the sale. And as you go down, and then you see yourself falling out, you stop, and you make sure you get back into rapport. And then you can move forward again. But you cannot break rapport and just keep going for the close and trying to, make the sale. Okay? So you need to be very, very conscious here that rapport is sort of like this fluctuating thing that happens and moves throughout the sale. And then your goal is that each time you fall out of rapport, not do you just get back into rapport, but you get back into even tighter rapport with someone. So the goal is going to be now, you're going to start to learn ways to notice when you're falling out of rapport and not just get back into rapport, but actually build even more rapport. And when you can do that, when you can establish that I care, I'm just like you, and then notice my tonality right there. I didn't say, I care, I'm just like, I said that I care, that I'm just like you. When you do that with someone, it connects through tonality on that unconscious level, and bam, you make your job so much easier, especially with the words that you say.